Okay, so here we are, just about to do a bit of an effort. So just going up this bit of a climb here now. It's not for very long. It's only around about, well, probably 4% or something maybe. Nothing major, so you can keep a nice steady speed going up there. When you get a bit stronger, you definitely find these sorts of inclines, they're nothing in the end. You can just cruise up these pretty easy. Um, so we'll do a bit of an effort when we get to the top, and then I'll run round the front of Martin there and lead it out, and then the boys will take over from me. This is our Carbrook ride. So this is about an 88k ride we've done. This is about the last 7 or 8 kilometres of the ride. So we thought we'd just do a bit of an effort and have a bit of fun on the end. So you get the speed right up there. It's good fun. This is a good practice. You get to have a bit of fun. This is what it's all about. Build some speed. This is what I do it for. I like to get the speed going. I like to keep a nice steady pace bopping along. It's good fun. Okay, so I'm just about to come around Martin there. He's took us up the hill, and now I'll come around him and lead it out. Lead this little train out. Now, when you're doing these sort of efforts, it's easy to make a little bit of a boo-boo now and again when you're getting back on the back of the train. And I did that, you'll see in a minute, where when I peel off, I leave it a bit late to jump back on. I don't get on the back wheel of the last rider quite in time, so it means I'm having to do a bit more of an effort after I've done my effort to get back on the train. We'll show you in a minute, but anyway, at the minute we've built the speed up, so we're sitting on about 45 k's an hour, sitting around 300 watts. So I'm doing a fair effort. My heart rate's getting back up there. Looks up to about 160 odd now. It's come up to that 160 mark and bombing along. There's not many cyclists pass us these days. We swallow up a lot of cyclists these days when we're doing these sorts of speeds. You've got to be pretty strong to come by us at this sort of speed. Maybe a big group of really good cyclists would maybe be able to do it, but there aren't many that do it these days. So I peel off now and let the boys through. Got the cyclists in front. You see how slow they're going. And now look, you see I've missed it. I'm not on the back of Tim's wheel. These guys must be thinking we're on some sort of drug or something. Thinking, give me some of that. Now look, you see now I'm up still in that high 2s, 300 watts to get back on. I left it a little bit too late to jump back on, to get in the stream, to get in that slip, and I'm still not fully on it now. So I'm back up to 360 watts quick there to just nip back on the back, and now Martin will jump on the back of me. When you're bombing along at these speeds, if you miss it, if you get your timing wrong, it's so easy to get dropped. This is how you get dropped when you're doing a Paceline like this with your buddies and stuff, or if you're out on a ride and you find a group, you think, oh, I'll hang on the back. This is where you get dropped. If you're not concentrating, if you don't get back on that wheel quick, because when I'm on the back, you'll see I'm doing a bit of an effort there, but you'll see my watts are considerably lower when I'm really in that slipstream, as opposed to when I'm having to make the effort to get back on after I missed it. So you can see that I'm in the ones. I mean, these sorts of watts are just, I can start to recover. See, I'm going to do a bit of a burst now and again, but when you're actually in the slipstream, your watts come right down. So it is really important to concentrate when you're doing these, and make sure you get that timing right. Don't miss the last guy. It's hard, and I reckon, you can do what I just did there, where you maybe 5 meters or so, but once you start getting up to a gap of maybe 8 to 10 meters and they're bombing along like this, it can be really difficult to get back on the back of that train. You've got to do a serious effort, especially if there's a real strong guy up the front doing his effort and he's really ploughing it out. then you're in trouble and you've got to make some serious effort yourself to get back on after you've done your effort. Anyway, that is the end of that little effort for us. We're now heading down for a coffee. Finished our ride. It's about 88 k's altogether, as I said, and it's just good to do that last effort before you go in for coffee and you start to relax again. But it was good fun anyway. I enjoyed that. But just make sure when you're doing your efforts, make sure you get back on that back wheel as quick as you can. Don't leave it too long, as it just gets hard.